Let's start with the national broadsheet, and it's all about the Greens. Tomorrow, the splash on the Australian reads, Greens told, don't make us a pariah. The Australian Conservation Foundation has warned the Greens not to block Labor's bill enshrining a 43% carbon emissions reduction target in law. As leading environmentalist Jeff Cousins says that Adam Bandt risks the nation's global reputation if he votes the government's climate package down. Leisa, I'll start with you. I think it's been really interesting considering Brisbane now is basically Green Central. How do you think a story like this will go down in all of those inner city seats that have now fallen to the woke left?
Well, I can tell you I live in a now green seat and I'm surrounded entirely by a sea of green. And I suspect that everybody who supports the Greens and fully expected that Labor and the Greens would, no doubt end up in this situation. The Greens can hold Labor hostage on this, that many of those people who voted for them will be supporting it. They'll want to see Adam Bandt out there holding the line and holding Labor, pushing them for even higher emission reductions. So, look, I don't think this comes as any surprise to people who have been watching Adam Bandt and some of the things that have come out of his mouth just during the election campaign and since. It puts Labor in a really difficult position because Albanese was very, very clear during this election campaign that he would not be in bed with the Greens, despite all of the allegations and accusations that he would. Well, now let's see what happens as this plays out, because Adam Bandt was also very clear during the election campaign that Labor will need the Greens, and he will be out to prove his point.
Tanvir, you're in New South Wales, and I think that if you hear the likes of the Greens saying we want to do more than just the 43% and enshrine that into law, considering all of the natural disasters that have plagued your poor state over the past couple of years, do you think that Bandt might be on a bit of a winner there, or do you think that people are just saying, mate, just get on with the job because we've got bigger things to worry about?
Well, look, I think there'd be an element of political suicide, to be honest, even though some of their supporters may be baying for higher targets. I think there's such a clear record of them upending this in the past. I think on one level they can certainly cause trouble and they may well be able to extract some concessions given they have this on. But I think given their past history, I think they just look absolutely terrible. And look, there's a long history, even though Greens have done well, getting extra votes this election. For a long time, they've attempted to sort of sell this message that we're going to be a serious party, we're going to be more mainstream. Yet already, it's barely been a month. We've had all the antics around the flag, and now we're getting posturing about completely unrealistic targets. Now, thankfully, they haven't taken a clear position. I can't see them, but you can really see that they're certainly, in terms of the sensible Greens, we're seeing very little evidence of that.